This is 7National News making headlines. Presidential committee to renovate 342 houses. Emirati entrepreneurs receive government backing. And UK government declares drought in parts of East England. The Presidential Committee, who follow up the President's initiatives, have approved the renovation of 342 houses for nationals. The committee held a meeting at the Presidential Palace where the renovation of houses across a number of emirates, including Ras Al Khaimah and Sharjah, was discussed. The Deputy Minister of Presidential Affairs, Ahmed Juma Al-Zabi, said that the directives of the President calls for fast restoration and the replacement of deteriorated houses owned by citizens in a bid to raise their standards of living. The committee also discussed infrastructure issues surrounding water and electricity. The Emirates Identity Authority has started building 14 new registration centres across the UAE at a cost of around 38 million dirhams. Director General Dr. Ali Muhammad Khouri stated that the centres will be part of the Department of Preventative Medicine that will help the registration or renewal process for applicants. According to the Emirates news agency WAM, he added that the authority has adopted a policy of expansion and provision of the best standards of service to all clients nationwide to make the process easier. Small and medium entrepreneurs continue to gain attention and support from the government. The two-day networking event saw over 200 Emirati businessmen and women across the UAE at the initial gathering spearheaded by the Mohammed bin Rashid Establishment for SME Development. Various sectors and government organisations, including the Department of Economic Development, was also present in an effort to further encourage a culture of entrepreneurs among nationals that will help boost the economy.
Zara Ali Al-Hafaiti, an entrepreneur from Fujairah, attended the first ever national network for small and medium enterprises. She spent a year working on the Dream project, got it patented in the US, and is now waiting to launch. She says this event is an opportunity to turn it into a reality.
Will reduce the global warming or these environmental issues nowadays. So we will try not only to be in a business tour, we want to be an environmental also.
She's just one of more than 200 Emirati entrepreneurs present at the initial networking event entitled Tabadul. Each one of them is seeking partnership as well as sponsorship deals.
We talk with some business in this meeting, and we hope to make cooperation with them and build and try to help our country and develop it in the market.
According to Dubai SME, this is one of the support measures the government is providing entrepreneurs to ensure their growth by maximizing on a variety of potentials.
It's important because you don't have the platform or the environment to meet with other entrepreneurs in other Emirates.
However, while many of them already have established companies, there are young inventors and entrepreneurs still facing challenges, especially as females.
For funding, we got stuck for more than 1 year until we paid it from our own pocket. And also, being a lady in such a field, it's not something easy. You have to find someone can take you there, someone allow you to go there. Many places I've been there and they told me you can't go to this place because you're a lady.
Thus, business industry specialists were brought in to share their expertise and knowledge. According to them, SMEs are significant in every country's development and sustainability, particularly for the UAE. Thus, industry know-how, international standards, licensing, and customer behavior understanding are among the important topics discussed.
Challenges facing by SMEs is number one is the ability to adopt the new technology and to understand the market overseas. And this one can be overcome through the more exposure training provided by the institution and also through the networking.
As small and medium enterprises continue to grow, event organizers say this is just the beginning. Though many have already made a success of their firms, it is essential to assist companies to the next level and guide the ones that are barely starting. As without a doubt, SMEs contribute widely to the growth and stability of the UAE's economy. Khadija Sali, 7 National News.
This coming Wednesday, stargazers are in for a treat as the UAE and the Middle East will witness one of the longest total lunar eclipses of the century. On June 15, the eclipse will begin at 10:22 p.m. and will finish at 2:02 a.m. after 3 hours and 40 minutes. Astronomers say that if their estimates are correct, that it will be one of the 2 longest eclipses of the century. They have forecast that the longest total lunar eclipse will be on July 27, 2018, just 3 minutes longer than the eclipse this Wednesday. The eclipse on the 15th of June will be seen across the world except in North America and will be the 3rd eclipse of the year, with another one expected on December the 10th. Dubai's Real Estate Regulatory Authority agency has registered 218 interim owners associations that aim to manage up to 70% of freehold properties by the end of the year. Experts say that IOA management skills are still evolving and that the Land Department must offer guidance to meet international standards. In January, RERA CEO Marwan bin Galitha stated that 150 owner associations had been registered, and real estate professionals say that around 2,000 are still yet to be registered. In April, RERA made it compulsory for applicants to get jointly owned property declarations under the strata law approved by a lawyer before their submission. As the mercury rises across the UAE, outdoor workers are awaiting the start of the midday break period for the summer months. The workers will be given 2.5 hours off from between 12:30 and 3 p.m, which will start on June the 15th. For the next 3 months, only outdoor workers who are working on emergency projects or projects that cannot be stopped for technical reasons can continue working, and each case must be approved by the Ministry of Labour. Ministry officials say that the number of companies who violate these break rules continue to fall each year. Looking abroad now, the British government declared a state of drought on Friday in parts of East Anglia, an important farming region in eastern England, after some areas of the country had their driest spring on record. Areas in the southwest, southeast and central England and Wales are also experiencing near-drought conditions following prolonged sunny and dry weather from March. Environment Secretary Caroline Spellman said about 100 farmers had already agreed to reduce the amount of water that they extract from waterways in the region. East Anglia is a key region for agricultural crops such as wheat, barley and sugar beet. Spellman warned that business could suffer if restrictions were imposed.
Previous decisions made to ban hosepipes can sometimes have unintended consequences. They have knock-on impacts on, for example, horticulture businesses and garden centres. So I think the water companies will be discerning.
This spring has been the driest on record in southeast and central southern England and the driest right across England and Wales since 1990. Other parts of northern Europe are also suffering drought, with France planning to spend up to €1 billion to help farmers. And a Connecticut woman mauled by a chimpanzee in 2009 has received a full-face transplant, the 3rd surgery of its kind performed in the United States, according to Boston's Brigham and Women's Hospital. Charla Nash was mauled after a friend's 200-pound pet chimpanzee went on a rampage. The animal was eventually shot and killed by police. Nash's face was rebuilt last month by a medical team of more than 30 physicians, nurses and residents. Working for more than 20 hours, the team replaced Nash's nose, lips, facial skin, muscles of facial animation and nerves, as well as a double hand transplant. Over the coming months, the 57-year-old Nash, who remains blind, is expected to gain more control over her facial muscles, regain her sense of smell and breathe through her transplanted nose. The name of the donor was not disclosed due to privacy concerns of the family. Up next, we have the day's business news, so stay with us.